All right, thank you for tuning in. Here for another reading. I'm really looking forward to seeing what God has to bring forward. It's just one of those mornings where I feel that He has a special message for you who's watching, and of course for me. So it's a double benefit. I've chosen the Work Your Light deck. Just kind of drew me, really powerful deck. And the energy I really feel is that there's this like wanting to get through to that next level, and we just need to see what we need to work through to get there. So, without further ado, I'm going to pull the first card. Wow. Okay. First card. I love this deck. Don't dim to fit in. How are you dimming your light in order to fit in? People pleasers, pay attention. And trust me, I'm paying attention. This is encouraging you to be fully yourself. Um, you're only going to be happy when you are yourself, and you don't actually need anyone else's approval to be happy. Your happiness actually comes from God and living in alignment with Him and His truth and His light. And when you shine, you're actually living in God. Shining is a sign of divinity, and you can feel great if you are shining. And it doesn't matter if people start to get upset about your shining. And that can look like different things. Like I have a lot of natural leadership energy, so I exert that at work as God asked me to. I discipline people, when something's out of a line, or I'll say something, or I make sure to lead in my energy and really focus on doing a good job. And, it's important to be that light. And if someone else is, you feel energy from other people about, oh, let's just keep things really neutral. Let's not try to really raise the bar. Well, if that's not what God through you is calling for, you don't have to assimilate to, a lower vibration is essentially what this is saying. You can be that, Jeff and Jessica call it that 1 degree warmer is all it takes. That's what God's going to invite you to be in the spaces you're in, because God is always about expansion, about moving peace, moving love further into joy, into a better feeling place. So trust the good feeling in you. That's the light wanting to expand. That's me making this video. So I had to clear that. And that is um, that is God through you. And the world needs more God. So don't be afraid to give your gift, to speak up, to be yourself in however that is, and trust that that good feeling that is coming through you is God bringing more light and more expansion to that space. And it's not necessarily about whether you're approved for being that, because your approval comes from God. And you will feel, if you're checking in with God, you can know in your heart, yes, I said the right thing, I did the right thing. It felt right in my conscience, in my soul to do that. And that is the kind of validation you need. And of course, sometimes your environment will validate you. God can speak through, I mean, all the time, through other people, through other circumstances. You just have to be aware, is that person or situation speaking through love or speaking through fear? If it's love, then it is a communication from God. And you can listen to that, but you don't need to listen to anything that is not of love. So don't dim to fit in. I love this card. So that's, if we want to expand in this new year, we need to let our light shine wherever we're called to be. Next card, of course, this is a perfect lead in to Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? So God clearly doesn't want you to sit on the sidelines anymore. And I felt this too. There, a lot of times when we want that next piece to move forward in our life, it's like, when is it going to happen? As if it's going to happen outside of us. God's saying, no, no, you're being called to step up and lead. How are you being called to enact the change? And I really appreciated, our regional manager came in to work the other day, and he really encouraged us to be like, any limitations that you're experiencing, because we are commission based work, they're self imposed. and you just need to improve your craft, improve your professionalism, improve your knowledge and passion for this job. That is what attracts the sales and the opportunities that you need. It's not something outside. Oh, how many customers walked through the door? What were the quality of the customers? That's placing your power outside of you. But the ability to lead, that is the ability to say, it's in my hands. And leading can be, you know what, I'm going to take responsibility for my emotions and I'm going to do the mirror exercise, love myself, and not lash out inappropriately or project or any of those kind of things because I'm seeking something outside. I'm going to take personal responsibility for myself and take stock of my life. Where can I improve? Where can I do better? And do it. So this reading is very clear. The change you're looking for is going to come from you and you alone. And that is a very good and very empowering thing if you partner with God, ultimately, because God is the leader. If you're partnering with God, He will communicate to you through your feelings about because God is a good feeling about what is your life calling for from you. And it'll feel good, even if there's, like that first card said, some pushback pressure, it will feel good on the inside to give that gift because that is what God is calling you to do, to expand His love and His joy in the world. So step up and lead. I love it. And final card, fill up your well, retreat, rest, and refuel. A beautiful balance card to these energies. You are being called to step up and lead, but you can't give from an empty well. You have to have a spiritual practice of renewal and self renewal. And this is going to be unique to you. Like, I was actually thinking today, like, man, I really, need to get out in nature and go for a nature walk. Some people, I need to invest in myself and buy something that's going to really move my life forward, that's going to really light up my soul. I need to just literally just relax a bit and find more balance in my life. This higher quality life you're giving is not going to come, and this is an extra reading I gave recently too, from a state of burnout. It's going to come from a state of overflow. You're going to, as you fill your cup with your self love, with time with God, time with the things that bring you joy, you will receive guidance from God from that space because God speaks from love, which is a really positive space of being. So when you're filling your cup, you make space for God to speak, and then you can get those insights about what's God's next step for you. How can you expand His light into the world, which is what's going to benefit you as well. How can you be that light more? So you really need to spend some time, or I'm inviting you to spend some time in self-love, self just nurture that light so that God can come through and help you in that next step, help you lead, help you take um, that extra step to expand your life. So thank you so much for watching. I know I was definitely filled up by the message of this reading. I'm definitely going to do some wonderful things to love myself today, and I hope you do as well. Thank you so much for watching. I send you so much love, and I will see you next time.